My biggest fear is going to sleep at night and not waking up in the morning.
Stephanie is 36 and weighs 611 pounds at the beginning of her journey. She lives with her 2 sons, and her mother, Diana, and Martin, her stepfather, come help her out sometimes. Okay, this is an obese family, alright? All of them need help with the exception of Martin, the stepfather. He is overweight, not obese, but yes, the others need major help. I can already hear Fat Acceptance screaming, "See, they were all born this way. Obesity is natural." Chill. They all just have bad relationship with food, and it was taught from top to bottom. Stephanie needs help with almost everything. Luckily, she's still able to breathe on her own, but even that is a struggle. She just eats poorly and is enabled by all her family. I mean, you can't know what you don't know. The entire family doesn't know what healthy eating is, so they keep giving Stephanie anything and then are surprised that her weight is close to a life house, about 15 sausage, about 15 bacon stripes, scrambled eggs with possibly 5 eggs, a massive... what is this? Some kind of meat? It looks like that pink one that's had on Thanksgiving or Christmas or holidays, you know. What is it called again? Let's say this is 1 pound of ham. It could be less, it could be more. Then a cup of maple syrup and 2 cups of orange juice. I believe that's what it was in the glass. All that comes to a whopping 6,125 calories. Like all contestants on the show, she had traumas and events that made her turn to food for comfort and to cope with life. I'm not done playing her experiences or anyone's, but that "my life got hard so I turned to food" excuse has gotten stale. I think it's past time TLC revamps this show. I personally don't care about hearing about how and why those individuals got to their weights. I do if you use your past to move forward and create a better future for yourself, and I completely don't if your past is just a crutch for you to excuse your present and a permission for you to stay in your predicaments. Life is hard, and I get it. We all have our shares of its beating. The question is, what do you do about it? Stephanie has 1 foot here and 1 6 feet under. What is she gonna do about it? And what is she willing to do to avoid an early grave? I could tell you that many went through similar situation as she did, but they did not all end up obese or morbidly obese. But I won't, because that would be survivor bias. But the "I'm here because life was rough" excuse is old and stale and needs to be thrown away. Anyways, Stephanie decides to go to Houston to see Dr. Now for help. Of course, the trip there takes them 5 days, and at her weight, it is a painful trip, which is understandable because she is all cramped in the minivan, so everything is going to hurt. Her weight alone puts a lot of stress on her entire body. Being cramped at like that just worsens everything. But they managed to make it to their destination, doors. So Dr. Now tells her straight that he doesn't think she's going to change, and that was my position as well. Her weight did not just appear overnight. She saw herself get there and did nothing but continue on that path and passing it down to her kids. That first visit was interesting because she was not assigned any weight goal to hit in any particular time frame. Is it bad or not? I think that is probably a good approach if Dr. Now doesn't trust her from the get-go. The focus is not on any numbers, but primarily on habit changes. We talked about it in a previous episode. This is where it all starts, habit changes. And nutrition is what you want to hit first. For a few months, she seemed to be doing well. She was shown eating healthier food than before and exercising with her kids. And remember, I said her mother is obese too. Well, she got sick too and has fibromyalgia, a condition that is alleviated with weight loss. But because her mother is sick, Stephanie has no one to watch her children while she goes to see Dr. Now again. So she doesn't, and instead has a FaceTime call with him. During that call, we learned that she stuck to the plan and went to see a doctor who weighed her at 530 pounds. If that's true, then it is good because it is big improvement. At the third appointment, Stephanie reveals that Dr. Now told her to lose 50 pounds in 2 months. Then she is weighed and the weight is 602 pounds. That is a 9-pound loss in 5 months. But wait, something doesn't add up. In the video call with Dr. Now, she said she was at 530 pounds. At the third appointment with Dr. Now, she is at 602 pounds. What happened to the other 72 pounds? I'll tell you. Nothing happened to them. She lied and that weight loss never happened. She never reached 530 pounds after the first visit with Dr. Now. Stephanie is a manipulator. She manipulates everybody, including herself. She claims to want to change, but we've seen this before. This is Latonia 2.0. She says she is ready to lose weight, but wants others to lose that weight for her. She might want to lose weight, and she would if she could do it overnight. But here's the thing, she did not get to her weight overnight. So it is going to take time and effort to lose it all as well. But to lose the weight, you also need to want to lose it and be ready to do the work to lose it. Stephanie goes to see Dr. Now a 4th time and, well, she lost 6 pounds, not 50. Listen, she needs more help and a different kind before she jumps on weight loss or in conjunction. I am surprised therapy was not an option early on. She is delusional, lies, manipulates, and victimizes herself. She is also very dishonest because she knows very well that she puts no effort into weight loss whatsoever. But of course, according to her, she does, and everyone else is just a liar because according to Stephanie, nothing works. Weight loss is just not possible. Right? Well, she is putting her foot in her mouth because she is the lazy one. Some people get butt hurt when they hear you put obese and lazy in the same sentence. But hey, people's feelings are not my responsibility but theirs. Stephanie is a lazy, morbidly obese woman. Facts don't care about feelings, and around here we say it as it is. She is lazy. She did not even try except when the cameras were turning, just so she would say, "See, I'm working my butt off, but I don't understand why I'm not losing weight." Also, she was supposed to take her firstborn with her to Dr. Now, or 16. But anyways, she did not take the son to Dr. Now because apparently when she was supposed to take him to see Dr. Now with her, the son got conveniently sick. What about the 3rd visit? Was he sick too? Or the 4th visit? So, she knows very well what she is doing, which is nothing positive for weight loss. I think that she did her best not to take the obese son to Dr. Now with her because she knew the son would be the visual reminder of her weight loss failure, and the son would probably contradict the lies she tells herself and anyone who cares to listen. So it was best to hide him and avoid fingers to be pointed at her in doing so.
But in the end, she's just looking for someone to come in and solve her problem and do the work for her by giving her weight loss surgery.
This is the definition of laziness, in case you were still wondering. Stephanie couldn't manipulate Dr. Now, so she quit. She blocked him and went back to her old ways, blaming Dr. Now for never seeing the progresses that she made. No one ever got their problem solved by blaming others for said problems. The first steps in solving a problem is recognizing that we have one, and Stephanie doesn't think she has any or is one. She is her own enemy, and we can only hope that she gets a wake-up call before death takes her away. And it is very close, lurking, waiting, crawling, and it may be a matter of time until those children find themselves motherless just because their mother loved food more than she loved them and never put any efforts toward helping herself to stick around longer.